Saving your views is important for navigating the model and for visualization. So being able to easily go back to the same exact view as before will really save you time and headache. So to do this, you need to get started in saving scenes. So how do you save a scene? First, you just want to go in and make sure your camera is going to be placed exactly where you want it to be. And once you're happy with that, all you have to do is go View, Animation, Add Scene. Suddenly, you'll notice you have a new tab up here that says Scene 1. And if you have your Scenes window open, you'll see Scene 1 over here. Now, if you prefer to work with the windows, you can also create a new scene with just the little plus button here. If this window isn't showing, all you have to do is go to Window, Default Tray. If you have a Mac, you're not going to look at that default tray because you don't have one, but then just double check that Scenes has a check mark next to it. And that's how you save a scene. Now, when you do save a scene, you're actually saving a number of different settings when you save the scene. So what settings get saved when you're saving a scene in SketchUp? Well, to see this, you need to go into your Scenes window. So let's minimize these. And if we click on this button here, it says Show Details. Now, we can actually rename our scenes. So maybe this is a good, living room to kitchen, and even give it a description. And we can also check to see all the settings that were saved within this scene. So this means not only is it the camera location, but it's also going to be how things are showing. So things like shadow, things like visibility or hidden objects, all of these things are getting saved. So when you do go save a scene, keep that in mind. You can actually be strategic sometimes as well. So maybe only saving camera location or only saving camera location and shadow setting. So there are different settings available here. And once you get more practice with saving scenes, you can determine which settings you want to include. Now, once I've saved a scene, what if I wanted to make an update to it? So for example, if I go and turn on shadows, and we see all these shadows here. So first let's brighten it up a little. It's a little dark. So we still see our shadows. And now I want to update my scene where it saves this view with the shadows. To update a scene, all you have to do is right-click, Update, and now we can move around and turn off shadows and keep moving. And if we go back to this scene, it's the scene we've saved, but this time it has shadows turned on. Well, now that we have a scene saved, what do we actually do with it? So there are two things. You can actually save these as image files, which I'm going to go through in a minute, or these scenes can actually be part of an ongoing animation you create of your 3D model. Now, I'm not going to get into that today, but it can be really fun to play with scenes to actually make the scenes walk through your model for you to give yourself a really nice three-dimensional animated visualization. Alright, so to save the scene as an image file, you want to go to File, Export, 2D Graphic. Here, you find a place to save it on your computer, but importantly, click on Options. This is going to let you determine exactly what your size is in terms of the image. I would recommend not using Use View Size unless this is something that is really just for something quick and a quick study. Most of the time you want to bump up the resolution, say 3000, and this way you're going to give yourself a crisper image than what you're seeing on screen at the moment. Now, I'm saving it as a PNG file, so I'm going to keep that transparent background there as well, even though I think the only thing that'll be transparent is the sky or the ground, and click OK. Now, your other options are PDF files, bitmaps, JPEGs, and TIFF files, and PNG files, which are going to be more image-based. But you can also start to export things like DWG files and EPS files. I wouldn't recommend that in this particular case, but it is an option. I'm going to stick with the PNG and export. And now we have an image file of our scene that we can play with as an image. I hope that helps. If you like that video, then click to subscribe for more videos all about software and digital skills for interior design.